State your name for the record.
Jin Urso.
Forgery of imperial documents, possession of stolen property, aggravated assault, resisting arrest.
On your own from the age of 15. Reckless, aggressive, and undisciplined.
This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel.
We have a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know what it is and how to destroy it.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What will you do when they catch you? What will you do if they break you? If you continue to fight? What will you become?
Hey guys, lots to talk about this morning with the Rogue One trailer being released this morning on Good Morning America. I did miss it live, but I was able to find it online pretty much immediately afterwards, like everyone else. So we're going to do a little rundown. Trailer was pretty awesome in my opinion. I like some of the characters and stuff already. I don't know many of the actors, but I mean a few, like your Forrest Whitaker and Donnie Yen, of course. Playing some pretty badass looking characters by the look of it, especially Donnie Yen taking out a stormtrooper there with relative ease. But just in the beginning, the main character, we're looking at another female character, which is awesome, named Jin Urso or Arso. Not sure the exact spelling or anything just yet. On her own since she was 15, she's just basically stating she's been a rebel. She has a slew of charges and stuff against her. But it doesn't really seem to bother her in the least either. We do see her in conversation or in some form of meeting with Mon Mothma, a pretty huge character, which you only see a little bit of in Episode 4, but she's basically the leader of the Alliance in the Republic, and in charge of all the rebels at this point, telling her that they need some form of plan to know how to destroy this super weapon, which is coming up on a weapons test. We all know that's the Death Star. It's finished being built. The Empire is ready to test it out, see what it can do. They kind of know what it can do, but they want to show everyone what it can do. So they need a plan of attack to get in there behind enemy lines and figure a way to destroy it. In the next few shots here, we do see a few more characters. I'm not sure what this guy's character name is, but I've seen a lot of references like, oh, he could be Biggs Darklighter's father, possible relative, because they kind of look similar. I've seen lots of things online like that. Not 100% sure just yet, though, but you do flip and you see her taking out a few stormtroopers. I don't know if with relative ease or not, but she just gives it to him and has the blaster plus another baton-style weapon and just takes them out, no problem. Really cool shot with the Star Destroyers, seeing how minuscule they look next to the Death Star, which seems to be putting its dish-style main weapon in place for the final time to finish the construction on it. Very cool to see. You've never seen anything like that before. Pan over, and we have, I'm going to assume this may be General Grand Moff Tarkin. I don't know, though. I know they were using some form of, like, one of the more advanced holograms to bring him back to life. I'm not really sure who else this could be, so let me know down in the comments if you know who it may be. But he just looks badass just standing there. We have Forrest Whitaker's character talking in the background. He's talking to her, I assume, saying, well, what happens if you keep fighting? You're going to keep going, but what's going to become of you in the end? And then we get to the shot later on at the very end. I'll show you that in a minute. But I always liked him as an actor, and he looks like he's wearing some big body armor of some kind. So we're going to see some better shots of him as it comes along. And then, of course, we got Donnie Yen. I heard he's supposed to be playing some form of like a blind Jedi, even though you don't see a lightsaber or anything like that. He does have clearly some form of staff or bow here, and he comes out into the middle of a few stormtroopers here, and at least takes out one. We know that for sure. Who stood like no chance whatsoever. And flipping back and forth here, we have these. I think they're called Death Troopers. They're black stormtroopers with a different kind of like rifle or pulse cannon of some kind. Now I don't know if this follows suit, but they shoot at the ship. That's it explodes with no problem at all. But those guys just look totally badass, and it's nothing that we've seen before really at all. One of the main shots everyone's going to be talking about, of course, is this maybe style of, not throne room, or maybe stasis style chamber or something like that, but we see two Imperial guards, the cloaked figure in the middle. Is this going to turn out to be maybe Vader? Emperor maybe? We're not totally sure. It kind of sounds like you can hear a little bit of breathing, in that shot. So possibly a Vader reference there. And then towards the end with the ground battle here with the AT-ATs. Yeah, 4 AT-ATs coming across, a tropical style landscape. Lots of trees, shrubs in the background. There's a little somewhat river and sand, and it's so different seeing the AT-ATs in that style of setting, because you're so used to them on Hoth and and stuff like that, right? So clearly, I don't know how many rebels are here, but they're charging directly towards them with the AT-ATs, and they all seem to be focused on something separate, except for the one in the main shot looking directly at you and then firing. And right at the end, we have, she's dressed in the all black, awesome looking Imperial suit. And I don't know if it's a flight suit or anything like that, but it looks like she has that style of baton maybe she was using, taking out the stormtroopers on her back. I'm assuming there's going to be a blaster in there somewhere. But all black. So is she going to be double agent for the rebellion? Does she actually work for the Empire? Maybe, you never know. Stuff like that. They say how many people had to die to get the certain Death Star plans. So maybe she's working both sides. I think she's kind of a bit of a wild card right now. I wouldn't call her good or bad just yet, but it's going to be really exciting over the next few months when maybe a little more teasers and stuff come out. So let me know down in the comments. If what you think of it, if you know any other storylines that are coming into this, or even some character names, because I'm not up on all the character names coming into it. But this just being released this morning, check out my reaction video as well. I'll leave a link in the bottom. But it just looks incredible. So let's hold on to our hats for now, and wait for some more info to come out in the coming months. So like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.